It's Howie Vision, and you're all just living in it. A few years ago, the Eagles pursued Amari Cooper. Now, he's a free agent. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. See, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom. Let's get rid of that. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are hanging in there. So before we start this video, I want to say a couple things here. First off, I am not going to be able to stream day 2 of the combine, running backs, offensive linemen, or am I going to be able to do the Sixers because I will not be home until about 6 o'clock my time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, so there's no way I could do it. However, tomorrow, I will be streaming with Joey Shakes, Philly Shakedown. We will be streaming the defensive linemen and linebackers. Tomorrow, to me, is the most important day because I believe that defensive line is number one priority when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I want to see, especially my man, David Ojabo. That's my guy. That's my key. And it's going to be fun. But, you have a lot happening. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe, like. You're not going to want to miss any of this. And if you've been subscribed for a while, I've been saying this for a while now, just double check, make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube has unsubscribed people. They have come to me. They say, I don't know why I'm getting unsubscribed from you, but just double check. Now, let's talk Amari Cooper. Let's talk the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's talk wide receivers because that's what I'm thinking about today. Wide receivers. Oh, and a little bit of Malik Willis. Did anybody watch Malik Willis yesterday? What a talent. What a talent. I don't think the Eagles will get him. I think he's going to go in the first round. But man, he can throw. That guy can throw. And you saw what he did too, like giving the homeless guy food. Dude, I'm very impressed with Malik Willis. If the Eagles were somehow to take him, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be upset. As long as it's not the first round. I don't want him taking a quarterback in the first round. But he's gonna rise up the boards. He'll end up probably in Pittsburgh. That's where he's probably gonna end up, if I had to guess. But I was really, really impressed with him yesterday. I do have a Philly reaction that I will be releasing for him very shortly. Now, as a lot of you guys have heard, as Mark Holmes has done 15 videos on the subject the last 2 days, Amari Cooper, Amari Pooper is what I like to call him, is going to be released by the Cowboys. He most likely will not be back with Dallas. Now, a few years ago, if you guys remember, when he was on the Raiders and they were looking to trade him, it came down to two teams. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles apparently offered a second-round pick for Amari Cooper. And Dallas offered a first-round pick. Now, at the time, I wanted the Eagles to go out and get him. I thought he would have been a great player for the Eagles. And now I'm getting a lot of questions. I've gotten several DMs. Do you want to go after Amari Cooper? Should the Eagles go after Amari Cooper? There's really two answers to that. If you're asking me my own personal opinion or you're asking me what I think the Eagles will do, it's going to be two different things. I do think the Eagles will test him out. Will call his agent. Might want to talk to him. They are going to have interest. I have no doubt. The Eagles were interested a few years ago. I'm sure they're going to be somewhat interested in Amari Cooper if he's a free agent. If he's a free agent, I think they're going to be interested. However, if it was me, I'd stay away. I would stay away from Amari Cooper. I would, and here's why. Because while Amari Cooper was with Dallas and why he put up some good numbers and he did some good things, to me, when I look at Amari Cooper in the big games Dallas has had over the course of the last several years, and I'm not just talking about playoffs, but what about games like when they had to come to Philly and it was the Eagles and Dallas, I think it was 2019, they're fighting for the division, and he takes himself out with a game on the line. He takes himself out with the game on the line. I think Amari Cooper always comes up small in big situations. I've been saying that for a few years. I'm not going to change my opinion now. So I wouldn't touch Amari Cooper. Okay, I wouldn't. But I do think the Eagles will have interest. At the end of the day, he'll probably want too much money and they'll pass him on. Okay, I got to tell you, I'll stay clear of him. If I'm going to go after somebody with somewhat of a big name, you know what? I'd rather go after Mike Williams. I'd rather go after Calvin Ridley. I'd rather trade for Calvin Ridley and take a chance on him and his mental health than Amari Cooper. I know Amari Cooper's a good player, but to me, he comes up short all the time. So I'm going to stay away. That's just my opinion. But I do think the Eagles will show interest. And if they sign him, hey, I hope for the best. I hope he comes up big for us. You know what I mean? To me, the play to make is Christian Kirk. I said this over and over again. I say upgrade the slot wide receiver position, okay? And then after going through the draft, going through the scouting combine and looking at the amount of receivers that really performed well at the scouting combine, guys that we need to go take a look at, I really am confident. I really think the Eagles should stay clear of a wide receiver in the first round. Focus on the defensive line or the defense in general, and stay clear of a receiver in the first round. There's no need for the Eagles to draft a wide receiver in the first round 3 straight years. Now, however, I say that saying this. If you're drafting, let's say, at 19, and the best player on the board clearly is a wide receiver, then you got to take him. But if there are other options where it's close, you got to go. You go defensive side of the ball. But I mean, there's a lot of receivers. I don't know if you guys saw some of these numbers of these guys. Tyquan Thornton broke the 40 record. I think it was a 4.21. I mean, that's fast, man. 4.21. You have Calvin Austin III, 4.32. Velus Jones, I don't even know who he is. He ran a 4.31. Bo Melton. What about Christian Watson of North Dakota State? A lot of people talked a lot about him. He runs a 4.36. Chris Oliva, I don't know, people tell me I say it wrong. He goes out, he runs a 4.38. Garrett Wilson, 4.38. I mean, some of these guys, I'll tell you what, there's 2 guys that there are a lot of guys impressed me, but there were 2 guys that I was really curious about. One was Jahan Dotson. He runs a 4.43. And then George Pickens of Georgia. A lot of people said, I really like that George Pickens kid. And I said, yeah, I like him too from what I've seen. But I'm just curious what his 40 is. What did he go out and run here? I have it here. He goes out and runs a 4.45, 4.47 the 2 times he ran. I really think that there are a lot of good wide receivers you can get in the second round. And we're going to have to go and look at some of these guys in depth. But if it's me, here's what I'm doing. I'm going out and I'm going to get me Christian Kirk, DJ Chark, Mike Williams, probably one of those 3. And then I'm going to turn around, heavy defense in the first round. I'm talking David Ojabo, maybe a defensive back of safety. And I might go even offensive line, or I'm going to go on a defense, right? So it's going to be heavy defense first round. Second round, you go take one of these second round wide receivers, and you're going to get a great value. You're going to get a guy fast. You're going to get a guy decent size. There's great value for the wide receivers, I think. Now, Trey Burks is probably my favorite receiver, at least right now in this draft. We heard that he's going to run 4.3. He's a 4.3, 4.4 guy. He goes out, he runs a 4.55. He's 6'2", 225. They've had him listed as 6'3", 225, runs a 4.3. He didn't run a 4.3. However, the thing with Burks is Treylon Burks, when you look at the game tape, he plays a lot faster than what he ran at the 40. His 40 number doesn't worry me too much because I think he plays fast. And sometimes the 40 is just, it's overrated. It's just overrated, okay? It's game speed that matters. So the one wide receiver I would take and consider in the first round still would be Treylon Burks. I don't think his draft position is going to fall. I think he's going to be between a mid and a late round first round pick. And I would still consider him, although I think the reason why people were a little down on his number yesterday is because we all heard that he had like 4.3 speed, 4.4 speed. That's what they were all saying. He didn't run it. He will get his chance at his pro day, no question about it. So it should be pretty... What that kid yelling? I think people are outside yelling Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. I hate when they gather around my house and then they want me to go out and sign autographs. And I'm going, I'm not him. I look like him, but I'm not him. What are you going to do? Anyways, I say no personally, Amari Cooper. I say Christian Kirk, yes. I say heavy defense first round. And I think there are enough good wide receivers that we should not draft a receiver in the third round. I mean, 3 times in the first round. In 3 years. I think this is the year, I say take a receiver in the second round. Now, it all depends on the individual who's there and how you rank them on your board. But if we're just going by positions, I say focus receiver, heavy in free agency. Get yourself a second or third round wide receiver in the draft. Heavy on defense in round 1. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And of course, don't be a dingbat. Get this, look. I don't know. I don't understand this. This is stupid. The other day, I go fill up my tank. $100 on the spot, on the dot. All right, gas is $4.89. Absolutely ridiculous. The next day, I'm driving by the same gas station. It's $5.30. It went up 40 cents in a day. So I'm going to spend what will cost me $100 to fill up is now going to cost me $117 because I calculated the calculations of cornbread. Man, get this. Today, coming back here for lunch to make this video, I go right by the gas station again. $5.40. It's up another 10 cents. This is ridiculous. We are going to have $8, $9 gas, and it's going to cost a rental payment of a home to go ahead and fill your tank up. Something's got to be done. Denzel Washington, out.